Hello and welcome back to InSight. I'm Wendy Brokaw.
And I'm Mary Louise Van Atta.
There are 8 Rotary clubs in Salem. Am I correct about that?
That is correct.
And 2 of them have teamed up for a big-time event that involves swimming and biking and family fun and running, and it's a whole bunch of things. So we're going to get to that because there's a lot to talk about. But first, let's find out what is Rotary. Would you please welcome our guests? That is Mike Gotterba from the city of Salem and Jane Griggs, and she is an event coordinator of sponsors for this, what are we calling it? The triathlon.
The Rotary Triathalon of Salem, and then the Rotary River Runs of Salem.
Okay, we have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
that, but for people who don't know what Rotary is, could you give us a thumbnail sketch?
Sure. Rotary is a worldwide service club that has 1.2 million members worldwide.
Oh my.
And its focus is service projects both locally and internationally. Internationally, fighting disease, providing water, the battle against polio, all of those peace initiatives and other things that are made to bring our planet closer together and more harmonious, if you would. And in Salem, there's 8 Rotary clubs. We meet at different times every week. Different days of the week, breakfast, lunch. Most of the clubs meet at lunch, but there's a breakfast club and an evening club. And we all have our own little
Projects
that we like to do, and relationships that we have established over the years with various groups and various different focuses. If you're interested in Rotary, if you would attend any of those meetings, we're all a little different. Our culture's a little different.
Well, one of the ways, I know that our clubs are bringing people together. The South Salem Club that I'm in, and the Downtown Club that Jane is in, is bringing people together for this great event, which is coming up, and we're really excited about it. So,
how did you get the idea about this triathlon and the whole grouping of things?
I don't know where the idea came from.
Well, it's a good
It's
one.
been in the conversation
for
quite a while. And it's not the first triathlon in Salem. However, it is the first for our clubs to put together. So both Rotary clubs are very excited about this event.
Tell us, the date for this particular event is Sunday, October 1st of this year, am I correct?
Correct.
What's it all about? What are you going to be offering?
Mike, you want to take that one?
Sure.
Yeah, I see you brought this in.
We brought this, and there's the triathlon actually consists of 3 events. It is a swimming event, a biking event, and a running event.
Okay. So
it'll start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and there's 2 distances involved. One is an Olympic distance for the events, and the other is that we call it a sprint distance. So people will start at Wallace Marine Park, and they will swim in the Willamette River, either 750 meters for the sprint or 1,500 meters for the Olympic event. And after that swimming event is over, they will transition onto bicycles. Cross the Union Street Railroad Bridge and on bicycles and head south, end up on River Road South. And if they're doing the Olympic distance, they'll go all the way to Independence before they turn around and come back to that.
I'm tired just thinking about it.
And again, there's a sprint, which is half the distance. They get back to Riverfront Park, then they transition into a running event. They'll leave Riverfront Park, go over the new Peter Courtney Minto Island
that'll
Bridge,
be beautiful.
And into Minto Island Park, where they will go either a 5 or a 10K running event. Come on back over the bridge, back to the park. There's going to be
and this is the best part. Okay.
Party. There'll be a party and refreshments and everything going on all day long because the events are going to be going on all day long. There's, in addition to the triathlon, there's a river run event.
Okay. Tell us about that.
That consists of 5 and 10K walking, running events only. There's no swimming, no bicycling. They'll start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they will go from Riverfront Park into Minto Island Park and do essentially the same course that the triathletes will be using later in the day.
A little bit. So that's kind of nice if you want to just experience and be part of that event, but maybe aren't, ready for the full Olympic practice.
And
it
speaking
really
of the
is.
full event
Yes.
practice, you don't have to do the triathlon. We do have the duathlon option for
very well,
individuals. So it takes the swimming out of the picture, and you bike and you run the same distances and the same course that the triathletes do. And then in both cases, in both the triathlon and the duathlon, you have the option of doing a team. So if you've got two friends that are silly enough to join you on that triathlon, there you go.
Now, I have to ask now, because the question is, now I understand it's perfectly safe to swim in the water, in the river.
Absolutely.
And also it'll be in October, so I imagine it won't be as cold as it might be in
We
summer.
have data from 2001 through 2016 that shows that that swimming in the Willamette River in October is fine. Now we are going to be confirming samples in the months before, and then we're also going to take samples the day of the event just to make sure. If it were to rain the night before, we're not going to have a swimming event. We would just
really? Okay.
decide not to do it.
I noticed that you say that there's going to be food and drink and health and wellness booth. What's that about?
Well, we'll have, there's going to be 2 large tents in Riverfront Park. One will be focusing mainly on the supporting the events going on, but the other one is going to be wellness and food and recreational opportunities and just fun stuff for the
So
community.
great. What a wonderful way to show off our beautiful city and our beautiful riverfront.
That's what I'm thinking, because especially with the new bridge and just all of it, do you expect it could actually grow and become an annual event?
Oh, we're hoping it will be an annual event. And this
I know
year,
people who would like to know that.
we've the registration's already open. We're going to cap the triathlon and the duathlon entrance to 300 for this first year especially, because we want to make sure that it's a safe event for the people that are participating, for the people that are spectating. So we've capped that event at 300. There won't be a cap for the Rotary River runs. That can be as many as we can handle, but safety is a big issue for us, and we're going to take it very seriously.
So for folks that really want to see, who've had dreams of competing someday, this is a really great chance to see if they're up to snuff, and then over time develop that into being, my guess is, a real national race where people can start qualifying.
Right,
Wouldn't that be neat?
Yeah. And it is a point that you have raised, it is a tricky transition from the swim to the bike. And so we've got great cooperation with the local triathlete clubs, and they are providing for volunteers a lot of their seasoned triathletes. So they know what it's like to get out of the water and to get on a bike. So we're going to have some very qualified, skilled volunteers on the course to make
so
sure
you can
it's a
really
success.
learn how to work that.
Right.
That's great.
So how do people get in touch with you?
They can, either go to the website, rotarytriathlonofsalem.org, or they can just email rotarytriathlonofsalem@gmail.com.
And a
we'll
Facebook.
respond to them. And we have a Facebook site.
Yes.
Great. So we can watch how this develops. And I know where I'll be on October 1st.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Well, so will we, I'm pretty darn sure.
That sounds great.
Thank you so much, Shane and Mike, for
You're very
coming in and
welcome.
talking this up, because I really did want to know about it. Now we have information.
It's going to be fun.
It is
Great. Will
going
you
to
come
be a
back
great deal.
after the event and tell us how it went?
Yes.
Oh, good. Get some video and we'll find out.
We'll get some video of that.
might even be
Good idea.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and thank you for
you.
joining
Thank you
us
for having
today.
us.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us today on InSight. I'm Wendy Brokaw.
And I'm Mary Louise Van Atta, and we'll see you next time.